That's what's up. That's what's up. I think we live over there. So welcome everybody. We should be live momentarily. Yeah, there you go. Hey, what's up everybody? We are live on the YouTube, y'all. Hey everybody. I got my boy Revis. What's up, Revis? You there? Revis? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I am here.
Oh,
I
okay.
am here.
I was worried about you. Well, we're going to be live in 2 minutes and 15 seconds, y'all. Look, we got some things that we need to discuss, all right? Did you know that Amazon is going to end some updates that I don't think you're going to like? And then, what they say, what can... Uh-oh, tall boy done misspelled something. What can replace phones? And then live translation in headphones. Say what? And then T-Mobile price increase? Boy, T-Mobile don't like to play. They playing too much. Tall boy made a mistake in the thing, so we got a little bit of time, y'all. So we gonna go see if Tall boy can fix it real quick. And we should be straight. Revis, how was your week, man? We're going to talk about it in a minute, but how was it?
Oh, my goodness. It was eventful.
Eventful? Oh, well, we're going to find out all about it in 1 minute and 15 seconds. Yeah. Okay, y'all. I think he got it, y'all. I think he got it. Yeah, there we go. 1 minute. Tall boy, don't forget to record the show. What's up, everybody? We're going to be live. That's right. We're going to be live on the YouTubes in less than 1 minute. Y'all ready? We here, y'all. What's up? What's up? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Tall boy got it going on. There we go. There. Let me see. He added a new song in there, Revis. I don't think we can find it no more. Where did it go? I don't know. Hey, you like that one, don't you, Revis?
Yeah, I like that.
We'll be live in 7 seconds, y'all. So I look forward to seeing y'all on the other side. Y'all ready? See you on the other side, y'all.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? It is another episode of the Lab Tech Show. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. We are here. That's right. We are here. We're trying to give you guys some tech news. Sorry for the interruption that we had last week, but we had a personal matter that we had to deal with. And unfortunately, life happens, as they call it. S happens. If you know how to fill out the rest of the letters when it says S. But it is what it is. And but we're back. And we're back in the flow of things. And thank y'all for joining us for another edition. If you don't mind, let us know where you're watching from. Tap in the city. Did I do that right? Type in the city and state where you're watching from. That's the comments on the screen, not what I actually wanted. So we got to figure out why that's happening. But I would love for you to tell us where you're watching from, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Did I get that right? Yeah, okay. I don't know why that's happening, but we're going to figure this out real quick. Type in the city and state where you're watching us from, and we'd love to see where you're joining us. All right. And then with let me see, did I forget anything? We did. Let us know where you're watching from, and then just want to let you know that we're here to simplify technology in a language that you can understand. We want you to walk away learning something and understanding that tech is forever evolving. This tech is here. We used to say embrace it or get left behind. No, this is here. And unfortunately, if you don't get with the program, you just may lose out. That's just what it is. So we would like to just go ahead and get right into the show. I'm trying to see if I can find a way to speed up the show a little bit. So we'll get our hellos out momentarily. But for the most part, this is just what it is. And we're going to go ahead and let you know what we're going to be discussing tonight. All right. So without further ado, check this out.
Tallboy sits comfortably in the podcast studio, welcoming viewers worldwide to join the engaging tech-filled session. Revis humorously enlightens a group of men and women at a barbershop about the meaning of juggernaut. Revis humorously enlightens a group of men and women at a barbershop about the meaning of juggernaut. The topic shifts as Tallboy talks about T-Mobile's price changes and Apple's plan to integrate live translation in AirPods. Ending on a futuristic note, Tallboy speculates about smart glasses replacing cell phones, urging the audience to embrace technology. Tallboy wraps up by asking the audience if they found value in the show, encouraging them to chant the podcast name with enthusiasm.
What's up, everybody? TVJ in the building. Look, thank y'all for joining the Lab Tech Show. I definitely appreciate you, and I'm pretty sure Tallboy does too. Now, look, this is how you can participate. You can watch on your phone or your TV, but now, you got to comment on your phone and interact, and let us know how you really feel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to tell us how you really feel. Now, look, this tech is here. So you can't say we didn't tell you, all right? Now look, this is the most important part. We are multi-streaming on multiple platforms. So if you're watching on another channel, come on over here to the YouTubes. That's right, to the Lab Tech Show. This is how you can interact with us, all right? Now look, we trying to break it down to you and give it to you real and raw. So without further ado, I got to call up my personal partner, Revis. And will you help me out? Because he has this song, and he like for the ladies to sing it to him. Without further ado, Revis, get ready, y'all.
Hey, Mr. Sexy Man.
What?
What your name is? What your name is? Hey, Mr. Sexy Man. What your name is? What your name is?
He's somewhere in the United States, from LA to New York. Where are you, Revis?
Double audio.
Don't forget to honk the horn. Revis. Let's see. Let me see.
Revis, what's happening, player?
Hey, TBJ in the building. What's going on?
What's up? What's up? Did you like that intro I set you up with, player?
Hey, every time.
You like that, player? We trying to do our thing, man. I try to get you set up, get you tight, make you right, make you feel good. So you can get the word of the day displayed well, all right? Did I say that right?
All right. That's right.
All right, that's what's up. Well, look, we got this word of the day, but before we get tapped into the word of the day, we need to find out where you are watching or joining the show from.
I am in Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham. Lord, what in the world is going on this screen? That's not the word of the day. Lord, we got a lot going on. That's not the word of the day. How did Tallboy mess that one up? That's not the word. Hold on, let me figure this out, cause Tallboy tripping, y'all. He trying to hurry up and get through the show, but he forgot to add the word of the day. That's the last word. Ask you? Yeah, that ain't the word, y'all. But while you telling us where you watching from, I'm gonna go in my penthouse and I'm gonna see if I can tighten some things up real quick, if you don't mind. Uh, uh, what you said you're in Birmingham?
I am in Beham, yes, sir.
Okay, what's so special about Birmingham outside the Birmingham Barons?
Oh my goodness, the traffic. The traffic was almost like Atlanta when I got here.
Oh, for real?
Oh my goodness, it was wall to wall, neck to neck, and man. whew.
Wow. Okay. All right. All right. That's interesting. So they got a lot of traffic out there, is what you're saying.
Right. It was I got here about 4:30, so it was rush hour.
Okay. Do they got any good food down that way?
There's plenty of good food, but not in the area that I'm in.
Okay. All right. Now where you at? You
My
just had
option is Subway.
to eat fresh. Okay. All right. Well, you say you gotta eat fresh. I'm not mad at it, player. Well, we got this word of the day. It's called juggernaut. I don't think we're gonna get it on the screen, so I'm just gonna just read it to you, and then you just break it on down for us if you don't mind.
Oh, okay.
All right. A juggernaut is something such as a force, a campaign, or movement that is extremely large and powerful and cannot be stopped. The way the sentence reads, Revis, is the team is a juggernaut this year, winning more games than any team before it has. I don't know if all that stuff makes sense, but I think you get my drift, because you had all day to break this down. Juggernaut, break it down, Professor Revis.
You know, I like the word juggernaut because it has a lot of meaning. And because I'm breaking it down in trucker term, I have to break it down in trucker term. Because we are the juggernauts of the road. We are the biggest, largest, unstoppable force on the road. And our campaign is to get our freight and deliver it as fast as we can and as safe as we can. And with that being said, I like to send out my condolences to the families that lost their loved ones in Austin, Texas this past weekend because the juggernaut on the road didn't realize the traffic was stopped. And being an unstoppable force, he just plowed into a bunch of vehicles and messed up the whole expressway. So I would like to send my condolences out to those families.
Oh, man.
And with this being March, we think of March Madness.
Okay.
And all the college teams are on a campaign to be number one in the NCAA. Therefore, the winner of March Madness will be the juggernaut. They will be the team who have beat all the other teams and made it to number one. That is what a juggernaut is.
Okay. So basically, whoever's number one, whoever's the baddest of the baddest, or maybe a big old truck that just cannot be stopped, is what you're saying is considered a juggernaut. Is that what you're saying?
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. To make it as easy as I could.
Hey, I'm not mad at it, player. I'm not mad at it. You did a good job breaking that one down. I like that. Okay. Well, so I got it right, is what you're saying?
You got it right.
Oh, wow.
Made it easy for you.
Yeah, I like that one. How did Professor Revis do on the word of the day? I don't see our stuff, Professor Revis. So people in the comments, let us know, how did Revis do on the word of the day? Did he do a good job? I see awesome fun things, rich vibes. Sheila Baker, hit the spot 10:06, and Pierre Kelly is here, but I don't see my setup to get you right. So I'm sorry that I don't have you right for the day, but we're gonna get it right and get it tight in a minute.
That's all right. Hey, people get it.
Yeah.
Revis did well this week.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
and
why
then
they call me the professor.
well, I can't get mad at you for saying that one.
I am a man of different hats.
Yeah, you doing
I am
it.
the professor, and I am Mr. Sexy Man.
Oh, well, let him know, Mr. Sexy Man. Let him know, let him know. Okay, let me see. They said Revis did a good job. That's what they saying. I like that. Let me see what else
Yes.
they say. Let me see what else they saying over here. How did Revis do on the word of the day? Let me see. Did I get it? Do I have it on the screen, y'all? I hope I got it right. Yeah, that's not right. Let me see. I think I may have it here. Give me 1 second. Now I got dead air. You gotta talk while I got this dead air, Professor Revis. Help
Oh
me
no,
out.
you're doing a very good job. We like to see professionals at work.
Oh, okay. Don't
Hey,
get.
you and Tall Boy are the juggernauts of this show. Hey, you guys are unstoppable force.
Yeah, but he messing up, so I don't know what's going on. All this stuff then just froze up on him, and
Yeah,
he
you
just
have to
gotta
remember
figure
the
it out.
first thing you said. S happens.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. How did Revis do on the word of the day? 1, job well done. 2, this is unacceptable. 3, I like what you did, sir. 4, why do I try to support this segment? Or 5, keep doing what you do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us know how did Revis do on the word of the day. Let us know. We doing our thing, Revis. I think you might have did all right in my book. I don't care what the rest of the people say. You got an A+ in my book today.
All right. Everybody hit that one, you know. Everybody hit that one.
Oh yeah, he trying to gas all y'all up.
Yeah, that's right. It's called gaslighting. We did that not too long ago.
We got a 1, job well done. We got, I like what you did, sir. Keep doing what you do. You doing your thing. The numbers are starting to come in. Lisa Maria, what did she say? Uh-oh, that's not right. We had all of this stuff up there. Now, why did it not go right? Well, I tried. I don't know, Professor Revis. Tall boy slipping on his pimping. I don't know.
Oh.
He's slipping. He had it all worked out and everything, and then now all of a sudden everything just kind of just disappeared on him. Okay, there we go. There we go. I think we got it. I'm sorry, y'all. What they say? What Lisa Maria say? She said I missed it. I don't even know what the word was. It was called juggernaut. That's what the word was called. Juggernaut.
Juggernaut is the elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm. All right, is there anything you want to leave us with before you get up out of here? Or are you gonna stay with us? What you gonna do?
I have to go because I'm on a 2:30 train in the morning.
Hold up, you riding trains? I thought you drove trucks.
I drive trucks, but I have to get up at 2:30 and get to moving in the morning. I should be in Kansas right now, but Florida wasn't very good to me while I was down there.
I think Sheila Baker down there. She's supposed to give you some good luck.
Oh yeah, but I was down by Miami, and they had all kind of complications with my drop off. They had all kind of complications with my pickup.
Gotcha.
So I lost a lot of time. So what I want to say is, everybody remember Tall Boy has merch, and I'm going to leave you with one more thing, with no explanation. My birthday is April 9th. On April 11th, I am getting a special birthday present. Everyone knows that I have 2 girls and a boy. And I always wanted to complete the set and have 2 boys. And on April 11th, I will have that other boy.
Hold on, you having another child?
I said no explanations. Right now, I will have 2 boys and 2 girls on April 11th. We'll explain that later.
Uh-oh. Revis, I know Tall Boy gonna say something, but I'm gonna say.
Period.
That's what I'm gonna say. And then,
and thank you all for the prayers and the well wishes too. I
man,
always am lucky enough to miss the weather.
Oh man,
I watch the weather map real closely, and I'm either in front of it or I'm behind it.
No, we still on
That
the
is-
baby thing. No, you talking about weather. Hold on. They say.
You can't touch this.
Yes, I will be 58
Oh Lord.
on April 9th.
And you gonna have a new baby on the way, man?
I said no explanations.
Oh wow, that's
We'll
nice.
talk about it later.
Okay, well,
I'm hoping one of the words of the day will help me to explain.
he got one of them babies on the road. We ain't gonna. Sheila Baker said, "Congratulations, Revis." and hit the spot say, man, look, this whole segment we supposed to be talking about tech news. And hit the spot 1006 said, what the WTH? And I'm messing with you because Sheila Baker said he did say no explanation.
Right.
Right. Well, look,
we shall talk about it a little later.
All right. Well, you have a good one, partner. Be safe on that road.
Y'all.
All right. Bye bye,
family.
y'all.
All right, love you all. See you next week.
All right.
Y'all, I don't know. See, y'all didn't let Tallboy get in on this because TBJ was having a whole conversation. Tallboy did not cut in because they personal partners. You know what I'm saying? I did not get involved. But to Sheila Baker's point, he did say no explanation. So we not judging. We listen and we don't judge. Safe travels, Revis. All right, guys, we got some things that we need to talk about. Amazon ends Echo option. What can replace phones? Live translations in headphones. T-Mobile's price increase. We got a lot to unpack. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this thing. And I'm still stuck. I'm trapped in the closet on I'm still trapped with Revis's word talking about no explanation. But he said maybe we can find something to talk about it at a later time. So with that, without further ado, Amazon, that's right. Amazon is getting rid of the option for Echo devices to process Alexa voice requests locally. Oh my God, there's a lot going on with that. So this is what I mean by all of this, okay? Amazon is discontinuing the do not send voice recording feature on Echo devices effective March 28, 2025. What does all that mean? You can send, if you have an Amazon Alexa, an Echo device in your home, you know, where you say, Alexa, what time is it? Set a timer or whatever. Those voice recordings that you have, before you could say you don't want to send it into the cloud. Now they're saying, hey, it automatically is going to be processed inside the cloud. And that means it goes to the Amazon's cloud storage services as opposed to it just being in your home. So now it's recording everything that you're saying and it can hear it. And then after it processes it, it now goes into the cloud and then it goes back to Amazon. And then if they feel as if it's not deemed important or whatever, they'll delete the message. They're saying that this change means that all Alexa voice requests will be processed in the Amazon's cloud rather than locally on the device. And the decision aims to support new generative AI features that require cloud processing. So all of these devices, all of these things that require AI, they're trying to train it to the best of their ability. And this is what better way? We already have Alexa in your home. Why not train it? And all we have to do is say, hey, those conversations that you're having. Now, remember, you're supposed to say, hey, Alexa, Alexa, do this, or hey, Google, or hey, Siri, or, what time is it? If you have an iPhone, maybe it just went off. I don't know. But neither here nor there, they're saying that they want to train these devices. And this is what better way can they do that by sending it to the cloud, sending it to their cloud services, let them process it. And if it's not deemed important, then they'll just delete it. So basically, why is all of this significant? Privacy concerns. With all voice recordings being sent to Amazon's cloud, there's an increased risk of data breaches or unauthorized access, which is a growing concern for many in this, for many that have the devices. Data control. The removal of local processing reduces users' control over their personal information, leading to potential discomfort about how their data is stored and used. You may not want all of this stuff, right? You may have just said, I was okay with it being in my house. Service dependence. Reliance on cloud processing means that any internet connectivity issue could disrupt the functionality of the Echo or Alexa devices, affecting the user experience. So these are the reasons why this is why this is important. They're also saying keeping everything in the cloud ensures a more uniform experience across all of your Echo devices. If you got an Echo in the kitchen and one in the bathroom, they'll both be running on the same updated software. And then also with the cloud doing the heavy lifting, the Echo device itself doesn't need as much processing power. That this can potentially extend the lifespan of older devices and prevent them from slowing down. Now, that's what they're saying, that those are the pros and the cons of all of this. But I don't know. Do you feel comfortable with what they're doing? Because that's a lot. I don't know if that's something that you guys care about. He said, oh, you're going to be talking to Apple iOS. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that shortly. Okay, so y'all still on that over there. Okay. See, I'm trying to do right, and I'm trying to talk to y'all about this over here. But yeah, so this is what's going on when it comes to Amazon's new update, and they're basically saying this is what's rolling out, whether you like it or not. March 28th, if you have an Amazon Echo device, some new changes will be happening, and we want you to be mindful of what's going on. All right. Where did the thing go? Let's see. All my stuff just disappeared, y'all. I am so sorry. So Amazon. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that if you have an Amazon Echo Alexa device, are you comfortable with this happening in your world? Are you okay with this? If not, let me know in the comments. I'm trying to get it to come up on the screen, but I don't think that that's going to end up happening for the evening because we're running into some issues here, and I don't know why that's happening. There we go. Let's see. What do we have here? What are your thoughts on this? Is this it? There we go. What do you think of Amazon ending local processing? 1, I'm not a fan of this. 2, I don't think it's a big deal. 3, I don't trust these devices. 4, so Big Brother is monitoring my house. Or 5, I refuse to have them in my home. 1 through 5, let me know in the comments. What do you think about all of this? Do you think that this is good, bad, or you just don't want it in your house? As you guys know, that Tallboy is not a fan of any of these devices in the house. It's bad enough I already have Google on my smartphone. And it's bad enough that it's already listening to me. And then the other day, I just read how you have to be careful with the type of picture that you take. Because when you take a picture, it will tell you where you took the picture at. I did not know that it had a tag of where you took the picture, the city, the exact location, everything. So that's on Google, and it also happens on Apple, and it also is now happening clearly with Alexa saying that whatever your devices are, it can now be in the home. So they're saying, hey, instead of you doing the local device recording in the home, they're saying, no, we got you. We're gonna send this to the cloud. Y'all said so. Big Brother is monitoring my house, and I refuse to have these in my home. Hey, I'm not mad at you. I understand completely how you feel. I definitely agree with you on this, and I was never a fan of these devices. I'm all for tech, but I also understand that too much tech may be too much, right? So you guys kind of spoke your thoughts on it, and we're gonna move on. Let me see, what else do we have here? We have let me see, what is this doing? There we go. We have, go back over here. We're gonna skip around a little bit. Live translations in headphones. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Apple has said, hey, hold up. We heard that Google is doing this. Why can't we do this as well? And what I mean by that is, come on, there we go. This is not doing what I wanted to do. I do apologize. Why is this doing that? There we go. So my arrows keep jumping from screen to screen and is not staying on the screen that I wanted to stay on. So that's why I keep moving around and stalling out. But Apple reportedly plans to add a live translation feature to AirPods. So if you already have AirPods, you might actually be in luck. All right. And what I mean by that is Apple is planning to introduce a live translation feature to its AirPods, enabling a real-time language translation during conversations. So if you are probably at a restaurant and they speak a different language, they say this functionality is expected to be a part of an AirPods software update linked to the upcoming iOS 19 release later this year. And they're saying that this is something that they wanted to compete with Google with this, and they felt like this would be something that would be beneficial. They said the Pixel Buds is already doing this, and they've had the live translation since 2020. And one of the few abilities that makes Google earbuds superior to Apple's was, the addition to translation. So now they're saying Apple is now taking a major step towards offering something similar, but they never took advantage of it until now. And they're saying that in 2024, the company gave the AirPods Pro the ability to perform hearing tests and act as over-the-counter hearing aids. But now adding translation could give AirPod owners even more reason to never take their headphones out. And basically, they're possibly adding in a heart rate tracking to the AirPods, like they did on Power Beats. But you just never know what might actually happen with this. And they're also saying that why is this good? They're saying enhanced travel experiences. Real-time translation can facilitate smoother communication during international travel, reducing language barriers and enriching culture interactions. So just imagine you take an international trip, you already got your Apple AirPods. They can hear everything that you're saying, give it like a half a second, and now you're translating in real time with somebody, and you can hear what they're saying. And I just want to figure out how they would say it back to the person, because you're not going to give your other earbud to the person that speaks a different language, but you can understand what they're saying. They're also saying professional advantages in a globalized work environment. The ability to understand and communicate in multiple languages can lead to more effective collaborations and basically better career opportunities. But my question is, if they did all of that, what if you didn't have the earbuds? Is the company still going to give you the job? I don't know. Social connectivity. This feature can maintain and strengthen personal relationships with non-English speaking friends and families, fostering deeper connections across different languages, which I could see that possibly happening. Maybe your neighbor, maybe you know somebody at, a friend that's at a party and you got the earbuds and you can translate and hear what they're saying. But now the question is, do they have to have Apple AirPods or some type of translation device to understand what you're saying? I don't know. That's a lot to think about when it comes to what they're releasing over here. So my question that I have for you is, do you think the Apple Live translation, do you think the Apple Live translation will be a big hit? Do you think it'll be a big hit? Let me know by 1, yes, it will be nice to have if needed. 2, no, I barely know how to work my phone. 3, I may have to go out and buy a pair. 4, only time will tell. Or 5, this is smart on Apple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me know in the comments. Do you think Apple Live Translation will be a big hit? Let me know. Sheila Baker says, I bought a knockoff brand of translating headphones. Scam. They don't work. Oh my God. I am so sorry that has happened to you. I think that, we're living in a society now where these things probably would be good. I have a device called Langogo, and it helps me translate when I'm abroad. Rich Vibe says, I need to watch a film called Afraid. Sheila Baker says, a tad bit. Oh, I think she's talking about the previous article about invasive. Yeah. So, and Hit the Spot 1006 said, okay, I don't know about all of this, but if you already have a pair of Apple AirPods, if they get the update, you don't have to worry about any of this, right? This is already there. So do you think that this will be a big hit? That's the question. That's the $1 million question that we're all asking. Do you think it'll be a big hit? I don't know. Let me know. I got 1, 5, and 3. And so I'm looking for a tiebreaker. Who's going to break the tie? Do you think it will be a big hit? Interesting information. But I'm bringing this news to you because they're going to be rolling this stuff out. And when you hear about it, you can be like, oh, yeah, I already heard about all of this. And I'm ready for it. So that's the biggest thing. I want you to be ready for this information when it does come, right? Google Buds, Pixel Buds are already doing this. So I think that this is just one of those things where Apple is saying, let me just get into the fray of things. Apple's always been slow when it comes to making decisions as far as additions or new additions. But when they do roll out the new rollouts, they've mastered it. So the fact that they've waited so long, I'm waiting to see how accurate it will be. How will it work? Because if they're speaking Spanish, now this might be great for the ladies who like to go get their nails done or their feet done, mani-pedis, and they can listen to what the person is doing the service on their feet. You can see if they're talking about you. I could see that working because you don't need to necessarily translate back to them. But how would you be able to translate to them if they don't have a pair of Pixel Buds as well? That's something that I'm looking at. So something to think about. All right, here we go. Hey, everybody. It is the Lab Tech Show. Check us out. We're live on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. The show is called the Lab Tech Show. So join us. We are live, and we would love for you to embrace this technology because we don't really want you to get left behind. We're building a community, and we would love for you to join us. And this is a family affair, so please hit that subscribe button. Join us. Be a part of the family. We're on YouTube and Instagram. So your appreciation by supporting us is definitely appreciated. Please embrace this technology, y'all. I'm telling you, please embrace it because it's here and it's not waiting on anybody. All right. Oh, man, a lot's been going on. Y'all know I'm a fan of T-Mobile. And T-Mobile has said, all right, well, last year we did this to you guys, but we decided to pull back. And now they said we did it to some customers, but now everybody's going to get it. So they're saying older plans are now going to get a price increase up to $5 per line. I'm not happy about this. They said that T-Mobile informed a new round of customers on some of their older, which is probably the better plans, that they would be raising prices on April 2nd. The move copies similar increases that Verizon and AT&T has already done. And basically they're saying it's on rising costs for the increase and does so on a per line basis. So the increases could be substantial for customers that have multiple lines. Yeah, they started sending out text messages to people if you were impacted. And they're saying that if you got Magenta Max or the T-Mobile One plan, you should receive notifications relatively soon if you have not already received it. And they're saying that there's not much else that you can really do. They're saying that T-Mobile will raise the price by as much as $5 per line on accounts on older plans. Promotions and benefits on plans will remain, and it's just the monthly plan price that is going up. And then that the price increase will show as your regular monthly recurring charges on bills. This is a lot. And I'm not happy about this because you can't go inside of a T-Mobile to pay your bill without T-Mobile saying, hey, we're going to charge you $5 just to pay your bill. You have to do it online not to pay that $5. And now you're going to raise the price another $5? This is messed up. So if you receive the text message, just keep in mind that your bill may just have gone up. There's no thoughts on this. It's just whatever. What are your thoughts? What do you think of T-Mobile's price hike? Your comments will appear right here, whatever you type out. And Hit the Spot 1006 says, they got me messed up. So if you think that this price hike might be too much, let me know in the comments. If you're okay with it, let me know. But it just seems like everywhere we turn, from groceries to devices, electronics, our bills, our car notes, everything is going up. But no one's wanting to give us a raise. Where and who is going to pay for it? They keep squeezing every single extra penny that we have out of us. And somebody's got to break. Do we just say that's it for subscription services? Do we say that's it? We got to have lights. We got to have gas. We got to have rent. We got to have car insurance. You got to have food. Something's got to go. So for them to increase the $5, I think that this is a lot. And I don't understand why people think this is deemed okay. But if you are a T-Mobile customer, you should be affected if you're not already affected. Now, if you have a newer plan, you will not be affected. Hit the Spot 1006 said everything going up but our salary. It was bound to happen, but I don't have any skin in the game. I don't use T-Mobile. True that. Hit the Spot 1006. And She says, I'm beginning to hate it here. Would you like to elaborate a little bit more? This is a lot, and I don't know really what to say to us as a community because there's really no way around it. We have to pay it. Well, we don't have to pay anything. I mean, there's other alternatives. You can pay, a flat rate and play, what do they call it? Pre-play with some third party services. But if you want to go to the big three, Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, they've all said we're going to get hit with price increases. But everything keeps going up, so we have to make a decision on what's important and what's not. And I really just don't have an answer for you when it comes to how can we get around this. I do know that overseas, people just pay for data, which is internet. But, over here in America, it's phone service. You get the internet, which is capped after so many gigs have been used for free. But people are not on WhatsApp and Messenger at the levels that they are in Europe. So I really don't have an answer because the first thing that most of us do when we wake up is look at our phone. So I don't have an answer, and I'm sorry. Unfortunately, at this moment in the United States, we just got to pay the bill until we find a better way to communicate. And that's rough. That's all I can say. That's truly rough because I really just don't have an answer for anybody when it comes to how can you get around this. There's just nothing out there. Sorry. The brands. Hey guys, check it out. We have the brands, the Lab Tech Show, your live production in tallboy.us. Please feel free to respectfully, at your leisure, check out these brands. These are the Tallboy brands, and we try to provide value to you. So whether it's tech content, live streaming production similar to this, or video production, feel free to go to those three respective websites. We're also on YouTube podcasts and Spotify podcasts at the Lab Tech Show. We're also on Roku and Amazon at TVE Media. And if you would like to support the show in any way, feel free to support by going to one of those respective links on Cash App or PayPal. As always, remember, think big, think tall boy. Think big, believe in God, think tall, the sky's the limit. Think tall boy because he said so, and he's doing it. And on top of that, we always said Tall Boy has merch. So feel free to come on over here to shop.tallboy.us. That's right, shop.tallboy.us. We have all kind of merch for you from Revis's Don't Forget to Honk the Horn, Where in the United States slogans, to hats, TBJ merch. We have, considering Revis said he got a young one on the way, he might be looking at some baby merch. See, I told y'all, I knew I had that baby merch for a reason. And then also we have stickers, t-shirts, and we also have tumblers as well. Bucket hats, you name it, we have it. So feel free to go over to shop.tallboy.us, get your merch, and definitely support the show any way, shape, form, or fashion. All right. We have something as low as $5 all the way up to $35. So you cannot say that we do not have anything for you. All right. So feel free to check us out at shop.tallboy.us. All right. That's what it is. I'm going to leave this up for a little while. So if you would like to support the show in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you can. Yeah, there you go. Why did that do that? Yeah, put that up there. And why did it go away? There we go. We'll figure it out. I'll get it up there in a second. But feel free to go click on this. Click on this QR code. And when you click on the QR code, you can feel free to check out the merch. All right. We got one more article, and depending on how much time we have left, I may talk about something else that I found very interesting that you might actually want to look at. All right. So, depending on how much time we have left, we may save it for next week, but we're going to go into this last article. And I had this conversation because James Hicks and we do a show called Rebooted on Tuesday nights at 7:30, where it's just two men just having a conversation, right? And we were talking about Meta glasses and Ray-Bans. I wear them, he wears them. And it was, what could possibly replace the phone? And, it's like, when I thought about it, I was like, I don't think anything can replace the phone. But, back in the day, there was a rotary phone, and then out came the cell phone, and then out came the internet, and then out came AI, and then out came these smart glasses. And it was like, can anything actually replace the phone? I didn't think anything could. But Mark Zuckerberg, he believes that there is some technology that can replace the phone. And from my understanding, he thinks, if I'm correct, let me see if I can get this over here. He believes that in a few years, within the next 5 to 10 years, he does believe, oh God. He believes that we're going to be, and come on, you got to be kidding me. So the article wants me to watch an ad just to be able to read the article. You've got to be kidding me. So you're either going to pay with it with your time or your money. All right. I don't get it. I can't win for losing. Mark Zuckerberg says, hey, y'all going to have to pony up, because within the next 10 years, he predicts that smart glasses will become the primary means of interacting with the digital world, saying that phones are on their way out, and he's betting big on augmented reality, AR, or virtual reality, VR, to take their place. Basically, he sees those clunky headsets, such as what is that? The metaverse or the smart glasses, becoming the new everyday tech where you're mixing digital stuff with the real world. Now, why is this important? They're saying that AR and VR can make staying connected with family and friends way more immersive. Imagine feeling like you're in the same room, even when you're miles apart. That helps keep the bonds together, I guess. If you can say, hey, I'm in Atlanta and Sheila's in Florida, and we can talk to each other. I believe Lisa Maria and we've done it a couple times, being in the metaverse, and we've had a chance to do some cool things. And we were able to talk. I think, if I'm correct, Lisa Maria is somewhere up in upstate New York, and I'm here in Atlanta. And we were able to bowl together. And it was like, wow, like, this is pretty dope that, somebody that I actually know, we both have, these Oculuses, and we can actually bowl together and have a great time. They're saying improved accessibility. They're saying AR and VR tech has the potential to make everyday tasks easier for those with mobility or sensory challenges. Think about hands-free navigation, visual aids, or even immersive therapy sessions. So look at it from this standpoint. I'm not trying to be funny, but what if you could talk to the doctor inside of your glasses or the AR, the augmented reality? You bring the doctor in and say, hey, this is what I'm feeling. And he can, tell you to feel here, look there, for minor things. New learning opportunities. They're saying that learning a new skill or exploring new places becomes way more engaging. You could take virtual tours of museums, learn a new language through immersive experiences, or even practice a new hobby without leaving your living room. Pretty dope. I've done that a couple times, and then I actually got a chance to see what it actually looks like in real life. And it was like, wow, like, I was actually here and I saw it before I left my home. by saying I'm gonna go to the Eiffel Tower in my Oculus, right? So then you go to the Eiffel Tower and you get a chance to see it up close and personal. You get a chance to touch it, and it's pretty dope. They're also saying entertainment and recreation. We all need to unwind, and they're saying that augmented reality and VR offers a whole new level of entertainment, from immersive gaming to virtual travel experiences. It's a way to escape and have some fun without stressing out those joints that have not been worked out in, right? And so, yeah, that's some things that you could look at. And they're saying that adaptation to new technology, transitioning from smartphones to smart glasses, may require learning new interfaces and adjusting daily habits, which could be challenging yet rewarding for those accustomed to traditional devices. So now, is this something that's going to happen overnight? No, it's not. They're saying this might happen in the next 10 years, where you might start to see more and more people with smart glasses saying, hey, I can take phone calls. I can do potential holograms. I can get, driving directions or walking directions inside of the glasses. I was at CES earlier this year, and there was a pair of glasses out by Halliday. They had a small, a small screen inside of the pair of glasses that they had, and you could read text messages inside of this small screen inside of the glasses, which was pretty amazing. It wasn't as developed as I wanted it to be, but it was in its first generation or in its first stages. So can you imagine being able to read text messages? You can see them inside of your glasses. No one else can see them. Only you can see them because it's inside of your glasses. But then you can read messages. Halliday has it to where it's a short message, but just think that you're writing out a long message and you can actually see the message without looking at your phone. Pretty dope. I don't know. This is something that, we saw the Ray-Ban commercials at the Super Bowl, and now everybody wants the Ray-Bans. So this is like, ooh, this is cool. How can I do this? The new Ray-Bans allow for AI. So you can say, hey, Meta, what is this in front of me? And it can describe what it is. So the technology is here. It just is not developed. But within the next 10 years, this could possibly replace the phone. Your thoughts on that? What do you think? Somebody said pretty wild. Yeah. So the question that I have is, do you think Zuckerberg has a point? I could see some type of eyewear. 2, I don't think phones will ever be replaced. 3, the way AI is being developed, anything is possible. Or 4, I don't see it happening in my lifetime. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Do you think Zuckerberg has a point that within the next 10 years, we could be using eyewear as the new phones? Your thoughts? Rich Vibe says, you got a MetaQuest? Yeah, man, I got a MetaQuest. Hit the Spot says, I don't think glasses will replace the phone, but it will be a close second. Okay. Okay. Pretty wild, says Sheila Baker. Yeah. So this is all new. And like I said, I just want you to think about this. I know that this is not something that's coming out today or tomorrow, but one day you're going to have this conversation with somebody and you're going to be like, I never thought that the phone would be replaced. And here we are today in 2035, and the phone has now been replaced. So, I mean, remember, for some of us, they had the briefcase phone, then they had the big brick phone, and then look at the type of phones that we have now. So, I mean, we never thought that we would see that back in the 80s. And remember, back in the day, we're talking about price increase. Remember when Sprint used to have, you could text all day for free, or You had 1,000 texts or 700 texts, but then you had 700 anytime minutes, and you can call free after 7 p.m. So you had to wait till after 7 o'clock just to be able to talk to anybody that you wanted as long as you wanted after 7 p.m. If not, you had to tap into the anytime minutes. And now look at where we are. Unlimited talk, text, web. We didn't have those features and functionalities back in the day. So just keep that in mind. So it's not to say that the phones will be replaced, but in the next few years, it could possibly be replaced. And when I say few years, we're talking about 10, 15 years. So the question is, will we still be around to live to see it? But just to know that we had this conversation in 2025, I would love to put this like in a time vault and say, look at where we are today. That's it. Technology is jumping leaps and bounds. So I will say this, the reason why we do the Lab Tech Show, let's be honest. I know a lot of people are not with it. They're not, I don't get it. I don't understand tech. It goes over my head. I try to simplify it. But the one thing in life that's undefeated, and I mean undefeated, is technology. Think about it. What has been undefeated? It's coming. Back in the day, they had newspapers. Newspapers went to black and white TVs, the color TVs, the big screen, the big floor model. And then they got, the LCDs. And then now we got flat screens. And now we're watching TV on our phone. But remember, it started with the newspaper back in the day. Think about the phones. You had to call the operator. Then they had the rotary phone. See what I'm going with this? And now we have cell phones. And now you can take phone calls in your glasses. Technology is undefeated. And unfortunately, a lot of us do not see it. And we like it, but we don't have time to take time to learn it. Like I said, I just found some new information on your phone. Go into your pictures, and somewhere in there, it'll say where you took the picture at. So now you can be like, I took this picture in Florida. And then you could actually open up Waze or Google Maps, and it'll tell you your exact location. I did not know that this could be done. These are things about this $1,000 phone that we have in our hands, or however much your phone costs. This is the world that we're living in 2025. So I just want you to keep this in mind. And as we grow together as a family and as a community, I'm trying my best to say, hey, we're here. And I want you guys to walk away learning something from the Lab Tech Show. And I just invite you to send this to 2 or 3 of your people and let them know. You got neighbors, you got colleagues, you got friends, invite them over. Now we have tech issues every now and then, but for the most part, we work it out. And from there, that's pretty much what it is. I was going to show you another piece of technology, but I think I'm going to wait till next week. But if you get a chance, and I don't think I can put it on the screen, if you get a chance, let me see. It should be free. I'm trying to see if I can type it out real quick, and so you can see what website to go to. Yeah, here we go. See if I can get this on the screen for you real quick. When you get a chance, go to this website this week. And when you go to this website, if you have a computer, I want you to play with it and tell me what you think. Or if you don't have a computer, go to YouTube this week and look up aistudio.google and just watch the YouTube tutorial on what it can do. I found that this thing right here could possibly replace YouTube tutorials. It can walk you through the steps of a lot of things. So we're not going to talk about that this week, but I think we'll discuss it next week. So aistudio.google. If you have a laptop, go there, watch a YouTube video on it, This just rolled out this week. And when I say this AI is growing, when I say it is growing, it is growing. And it's not waiting on anybody. So I'm just giving you a game or a heads up on what's happening. And I think maybe instead of talking about articles, we may just play with this. And so you can see the possibilities of what AI Studio Google can do for you. All right. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining us. Sheila Baker says, I learn something new every week. That's what it's here for, Sheila. And I thank you for joining. And I look forward to you bringing some of your friends, family members, or whoever else over to the show. And like I said, this is something that I think that as long as God keeps telling me to do it, I'm going to keep doing it. So that's what it is. So on that note, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I do thank you guys. Hopefully you guys got some value out of tonight's show. As a brief recap, we talked about Amazon ends echo options of being able to keep the local recordings in the house. We also talked about what can replace phones. It could possibly be smart glasses, live translation in headphones. If you have Apple AirPods, you're going to be getting an update relatively soon to where you can do translation. Might be good for the ladies who are getting their nails and their feet done. And then T-Mobile price hike, going up $5 on older plans, Magenta Max and T-Mobile One. I think that's what it was. So please be mindful of that. And then the word of the day, Juggernaut. We're just trying to be a force to where we can't be stopped. And for all those that are going to be participating in March Madness and watching the college basketball games, we'll find out in April who was the Juggernaut. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. It is another edition of the Lab Tech Show. And hopefully we'll get a chance to see you, God willing, next week. All right? Y'all be good.
You already know.
Oh, boy.
Hopefully you guys got some value out of tonight. Thank y'all so much for watching. It is the Lab Tech Show.